G'day guys, what's cracking? Aussie here again. Tonight I'm going to do something I haven't done before. I'm going to make a bread and butter pudding. A little bit of a dessert video. So something my old man used to make when I was a kid. I don't remember being that mad about them, but I've come up with a couple of recipes and I'll see if I can make a good one. So guys, I'll show you all the ingredients and then tell you what's going to happen, and I'll probably assemble it all in time lapse, whack it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And once I do all the ingredients and get the thing ready, I've got to leave it to soak for about 20-30 minutes and then whack it in the oven for 20 minutes. So guys, I'll show you all the ingredients and we'll get started. So because it's called a bread and butter pudding, we need bread and butter. So the bread, what I'm going to have to do is chop the crusts off and then butter them. Probably chop them in half. Some people chop them in triangles. We need 5 eggs, 400 grams of milk, got some vanilla extract, some cinnamon, some sultanas, brown sugar, and I've picked up these really cool little baking containers, or whatever you want to call them, that I'm going to make. Instead of making one whole one, I'm going to make 2, and then my son Liam can have one as well when he comes home. Not sure if he's going to be in this video tonight, but what I need to do first is put the eggs into the milk, beat them up, do all this, cut it all up. So anyway guys, I'll put it in time lapse. That's a bit of a gist of what we're doing. I'll tell you a little bit more later. So what I'll do here is I'll make one up and then I'll do the other one in time lapse, just so this doesn't drag on too long. If you've been watching my videos lately, you know they've been a little bit long, but I thought I'll try and make a bit of a short one this time. So what we do first is I'll put 4 of these in here, 4 slices. Actually, I'll put it that way, put it like that. And then I'll put 1 that way. So what I'm going to do also with this is put about half of that in that one and then half in that one. If I was using a big one, I would just, of course, put the whole lot in there. So that's 2 slices. So there's going to be 4 in there, 4 in there. So we need a little bit of brown sugar. And I forgot, actually, if you might have seen in the time lapse, I just put the vanilla essence in there. Just a splash of that, you don't want too much. So that's a little bit of brown sugar, some sultanas. Also, I've seen that if it's probably a good idea, so even if you're going to use a big bowl a big container to make one up, like a big one, don't put too many layers. 2 is probably fine because otherwise it doesn't cook very well. So some sultanas, a little bit more of this, bread. And also, I didn't mention in the beginning, if you've never made a bread and butter pudding before, it's a good idea to use bread that's actually a little bit stale. As long as it's not green or going off. Bread that's been a few days old, like not real fresh, is really good for bread and butter pudding. I think that's so that when you put this in, it'll soak it all up. So same process again. Bit of sugar. Make that a little bit flatter because things just aren't staying on too good. A little bit more sugar. More sultanas. Now guys, this isn't a set recipe, this is just a basic one. You can put mixed fruit, you can put all sorts of things in here if you want. But you know, this is just the basic sort of way of doing it. So a little bit of cinnamon, have to be careful with this, don't want to put too much in because it will overpower it. Wait, see? Actually I should use the other side probably. Anyway, there's enough in there now. So a bit of cinnamon. Give that a bit more of a mix. Put about half of that on there. Now what you do is you leave it for about 20 minutes to half an hour. Let it all soak in. And then it all soaks into the bread because it's a bit stale. And then bake it for about 20 minutes or until it's nice and brown on top. So I'll make the other one up in time lapse, and if I've got too much there, I'll put the rest in there. And I don't know if you noticed these groovy little containers that I picked up at the second-hand shop. First time using them, so hopefully they'll come out all right. So that's the first one done, and I'll just show you the other one in time lapse. So there they are, all ready to go. Well, they're made anyway. They've got to soak in a bit. All that milk and egg has to soak in, which it's already doing. It's been about 5 minutes since I've done them. So leave that for about another 20 minutes. The oven's on. Should be nice and hot by the time they're ready to go in. And give them about 20 minutes, but I'll keep checking on them. And I won't show you me putting them in and taking them out. I'll just show you the end result when I pull them out. And here they are, guys. And so now it's time for the big reveal. Haven't come out too bad. They both look pretty good. So what I thought I would do is add a little bit of ice cream to what, well, I'm not going to eat both. One is for my son later, but I'll add a bit of ice cream to one of them. Probably have the red one because red's my favorite color of these two. And I'll add some vanilla ice cream and test it out. Here we go. Time for the big taste test. I'm going to have the red one. That's my son's for later. I won't put the lid on yet because I'm going to have to heat it up for him again anyway. So you've already seen it. That's the bread and butter pudding. Come out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with myself. I actually did have a bit of a go at making this. So this is it, the bread and butter pudding. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Looks pretty good. So smells pretty good. And when you put that bit of vanilla essence, don't put too much, otherwise, if you make it, it may not come out as nice as you would like it. So what I thought I would do, it's still pretty hot, it hasn't been out of the oven long. Thought I would just have a little bit first. See if I can show you that without dropping it. Give it a taste test. Not bad. Very nice. Even if I say so myself. Just have to put it a little bit closer in case it drips. So, I thought what might be really good with it is a little bit of vanilla ice cream. Streets, not Peters, streets. Sorry, Peter. Now, a bit of a scoop, ice cream. Actually, I'll put a couple on. There we go. Bread and butter pudding. with ice cream. Should be delicious. It's going to melt pretty quick though. It's still pretty hot. So guys, if you want a quick little meal or a little dessert, not going to cost you much, and if you've got a bit of bread that you're thinking about throwing out because it's going a bit stale, no good for sandwiches, always good for bread and butter pudding. A few eggs, some milk, a bit of sugar, cinnamon, sultanas, and some stale bread buttered. So guys, that's a beauty. Better get a bit of ice cream. I'm pretty happy with that. So something you can give it a go. Nice little dessert. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo. Have some more. So good. Really good with the ice cream.